Imikta kuya guma swanga yaw galwa aula gayak tunga taununga imikta yak tilunga maligu maniruvi malin yakuti taununga
With everything going on right now with the pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement, which was sparked by the murder of George Floyd, I believe it's important as a BIPOC person to speak and to stand with the Black community. I feel that a step in the right direction starts with education. And although I can't speak for Black culture, I can speak for Indigenous experiences. With that being said, today I'm going to be recommending some books, but I'm going to be pairing these books with songs by Indigenous artists. Now, I paired these books and songs up by vibe, maybe a little bit about the lyrical content too, but it'll be mostly through vibe. So in this video, you're going to get both recommendations from Indigenous authors and Indigenous artists. So get your notebook out or get your Goodreads ready because we're gonna get some new recommendations today. Also, do you guys like my silapa? I don't know if you can see it. It's called a silapa. Yeah. Okay, so the first book that I'm going to talk about is The Marrow, Thieves, which is right here. This is a post-apocalyptic setting in North America, where Native Americans are hunted down for their marrow because their marrow contains the cure for the pandemic that's happening, where it's told through a 15-year-old protagonist. So the book kind of has like a vibe where things are coming to an end and they're being hunted down, so they're scared, they're running through the wilderness, they're trying to get away from people. And the song that I chose to pair with The Marrow Thieves is by a tribe called Red, and the song is called The Virus, featuring Saul Williams in the Chippewa Travelers.
We are the Halusa Nation.
The fact that the song is called The Virus and is talking about people, I think it really matches the book. I think it matches the book really well.
My body which is given for you. The people. This is my blood.
These two fit so well. I even feel like that the song is a trailer for the book itself. The music video is super dark, but it's also super proud to showcase Indigenous culture. It's powerful and it makes you feel the power in the song too. And in the book, it's also kind of the same vibe where although they're trying to flee, they're super proud to be Native American, and I love that element in both the book and the song. Now, if you haven't heard of a tribe called Red, they're a Canadian band that was originally made up of 4 members, but they have since dwindled down to 2 members, and their songs are so good. There's going to be actually another Tribe Called Red song in this video because they're so good. But I recommend that you check out Tribe Called Red if you haven't heard of them already. So the next book I want to talk about is The Arctic Man by Ernie Lyall. And this book is told by a man, although he's not Inuit, he knows the language, Inuktitut. He grew up in Labrador. Ernie Lyall was super well respected. He was loved, and his book is like a no BS book. Like, it gets straight to the point, and it talks about how life is, or how life was up north like 50 years ago. The song that I wanted to match with it is Wolves Don't Live by the Rules by Ilisapi.
Wolves don't live by the rules.
Now, Ilisapi is from Saluit in Nunavik, which is northern Quebec. She is Inuit, and I love Ilisapi. All of her songs are so good. You should just go give her a listen. Now, I wanted to pair this song with the book because she really captures Inuit when they look so happy in the music video and they're super playful. The lyrics themselves match the song perfectly.
Their life is hard, which is meant to be.
So I really like those lyrics because they kind of capture the harshness of living in the north. And Ernie Lyall also captures the harshness of living in the north too. But they do it in a way that is natural. Like, Inuit are meant to be up there, and we totally are. I love going back home, and I can't wait to move back. And if you talk to any Inuit person, they're going to talk about, yes, it's harsh, but we love living there. And both Ernie and Ilisapi really capture that so well.
No one can change it. Mother Nature knows the reason why.
So if you kind of want to learn about some elements of living up north, then you should read The Arctic Man. And if you want to kind of hear some Inuit music, you should listen to Ilisapi. Although this song is completely in English, her other songs have Inuktitut and even French, because she's from Quebec. So highly recommend. So the next book is Decolonizing Methodologies, and this book outlines how research has been done in the past with regards to Indigenous people. And now the author is from New Zealand, so she speaks a lot about how research was done with or on Maori people, but she has a lot of examples that take place in Australia and also North America, so how research was done with Indigenous communities and how those shortcomings did a lot of damage. So this is a very research-focused book and how science in the past has taken advantage of Indigenous people. Now there are two songs that I paired with this song because the vibes kind of change once you get to the end versus in the beginning. In the beginning, I think it kind of follows the vibe of the song Miracle, which features Miamung Yusuf, and it's by Superman. This song is very, I guess, rebellious or angry, and that's definitely the feeling I get from reading about 3/4 of this book.
It takes a nation of millions to hold this back. This is treaty land. We see these scams, they only know the facts.
And this song perfectly kind of shows or expresses that anger. Now the second song, I think you might all know this one. It's called We Know the Way, and it was in Moana. And it was actually sung by a Maori band, Tagaq. And I chose this song because we know what needs to be done to improve science and research with Indigenous peoples, and we are making those steps now, and it's improving slowly, and we know which steps to take. We know where to go, like we know the way, hence the song. When it's time to find, we know the way. Because the book does end on a little bit of a positive note, and it's talking about how we can improve it. So this song ends with this vibe. And I also chose this song because Tagaq is, I believe he's from New Zealand. I think he's Maori, and the author of the book is Maori. And you should totally check out Tagaq's other songs. They're all just like feel good songs, and they're beautiful. So the fourth recommendations I have is The Inconvenient Indian by Thomas King. So the only way I could describe this book would probably be it's fire. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. It's super sharp, it's super critical, and it kind of tries to retell the Native American history that happened since contact. So it retells that whole history from contact to now from the perspective of an Indigenous person through Thomas King. It really ignites a fire in you, I believe, to illuminate the dark places that you might not have known about exists in North America, especially in Canada. In the spirit of getting you all riled up, I chose another Tribe Called Red song. And this song, oh my gosh, it's Stadium Powwow. And this song always never fails to get me riled up. It makes me so like, gah! It just makes me like want to mess stuff up. Well, maybe not mess stuff up. Just like it gets you stoked. Like, just pause the video and go listen to it right now. Yeah, you should just look it up. You can totally feel the power and the defiance in the song. You're just ready to like tear down the system when you hear the song, and that perfectly captures Thomas King's book. Yeah, these two just click super well together. Yeah, but Tribe Called Red is a super good band. Check them out. So the fifth book I'm going to mention is Split Tooth by Tanya Tagaq. It's kind of a memoir. It's a fictional memoir. It has a lot of magical realism aspects to it. And if you've never heard of Tanya Tagaq, she is, how should I say it? Tanya Tagaq is an Inuk from Cambridge Bay in Nunavut, and she takes an artistic twist to traditional throat singing. Now, if you've never heard of Inuit throat singing, I'm just going to show you quickly right now what it typically sounds like. Now, you saw that it was very gentle. It's imitating sounds of nature. Tanya takes throat singing and she like really changes it, but it's really cool. A lot of people don't like her music, but I like it. I think it's really cool. And of course, I had to pair her book with her songs, and I put 2 recommendations for Tanya's. Now just stay with me. If you have never heard any of Tanya's songs, I recommend first you check out Muted Tanya in this TED Talk that I'll link right here, and I'll also link it in the description below. And once you kind of get your head wrapped around that first, then you are ready for full Tanya experience. And through her song Retribution.
Demand awakening. For the path we have taken has brought it. Ignite. Stand upright.
Now the vibes of this song definitely match her memoir. And I really like this song, and I really like the video. It does get it gets to be a lot towards the last 2 minutes of the music video and the song. But I actually do wanted to add a disclaimer as well, that if you are not familiar with Greenlandic mask dancing, the music video can be very alarming. So Greenland mask dancing is a very old tradition in Greenland, and I encourage you to look more into it if you've never heard of Greenlandic mask dancing. And actually, in her music video, it's Lakuluk Williamson, and she is a very famous Greenlandic mask dancer. So that she got the best of the best dancers for her music video. So if you liked Full Tanya and Retribution, then I think you're good to read Split Tooth. But if you are kind of squeamish and a little sensitive and you didn't like Tanya's songs, then you might not like her memoir. But I liked it a lot, and I think Tanya's super cool. Yeah, she's a badass. Okay, so the last book and song recommendations that I have, or pairing that I have, is Halfbreed by Maria Campbell. Now this is also a memoir, and she is Métis from the prairies. She talks about the struggles that she had growing up as a Métis person in the prairies, or who weren't considered Indigenous, or nor were they considered Canadian, so they were stuck in this like weird in-between. And you can really see that turmoil inside the book by Maria Campbell. There's also a big element of rebellion in the book, because she grew up in the time where Louis Riel was also at his height in the rebellion. Now, if you haven't heard of Louis Riel, please look him up. Now, the paired song is You Got to Run by Buffy Sainte-Marie.
When the young woman or when the young man, sometimes you got to take a stand. Just because you think you can, you got to run, you got to run.
Now, Buffy Sainte-Marie is awesome. She's so cool. She's a Canadian singer. She has actually a really interesting history as well. I'm pretty sure she was originally from the prairies, but she was taken from her family in the 60s scoop, which was a huge kidnapping of Indigenous children and placing them into white homes. And Buffy Sainte-Marie is one of those kids. Now, this song, there are so many elements to it that match the book so well.
So you better hang on and hey, you better run, 'cause here's your chance and your race is begun.
Now, I don't know what it's like to be Métis. I feel like Maria Campbell really highlighted the struggle, and in Buffy Sainte-Marie's song there are some lyrics that I think capture it nicely as well.
Down in a hole, you feel like two different people in your soul. Feel like a loser until you see that as you bend, you learn to be.
And overall, I think those two are really nice together, because in the end, it's like, go get it. But you should also check out Buffy Sainte-Marie's other songs, because they're also really good. I personally love Darling Don't Cry. It's such a good song. Now, those were the 6 books and songs that I paired based on vibe. Let me know if you have read any of these books or heard these songs, and what you thought of my pairing options. And I really hope that you guys go and explore some of these artists or books. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this, because I was so happy to make this video, and making it was really fun, and like trying to pair the books that I've read with the songs that I know. And there's definitely going to be more like this coming up as I read more books. Hit the like button if you thought this was a cool idea, because I had so much fun making it. And it's super easy to subscribe, just saying. I'll be putting out more content like this, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.